The prime purpose of God for us is to look like Him, act like Him, and function like Him. But upon the face of the earth, there is a plan that God has instituted called marriage. And part of the plan is, number one, to give birth to godly seed. Number two, in order for mankind to have a companion, a sober companion. In order for mankind to have someone that he can interface. Intimacy is not just only done with the Holy Spirit and angel. There is another dimension of intimacy as intercourse that is only within the confines of marriage. And peradventure, you want to enjoy intimacy. You want to call somebody to exercise your feelings and your emotions. You must marry. You cannot just feel like kissing somebody and you jump upon your friend. You cannot just feel like having sex and you jump upon one. You are youth, and I have to talk to you and tell you the truth. Those your feelings and your desire, there is an institution that God has put in place to harness it. And that institution is referred to as marriage. Marriage is the only curative institution that can subsidize your desires of the flesh. Unfortunately, there is no better way to exercise your flesh than to be married. And so marriage is the blessing that God gives to people in order for them to enjoy themselves. In fact, the Bible went further and said, let the husband and the wife render that due benevolence to each other, in keeping to the context of marriage, knowing fully well that He has intention for us to enjoy ourselves when the matter of sex, right? If there is nothing special about sex, people will not be chasing it. If there's nothing beautiful about sex, people won't be desiring anyhow. That is the reason why people backslide every day. Do you know why? In fact, a whole business is built around sex. Called what? A shower business. The prostitution business is built around, it tells you that it's a serious matter. But you cannot just feel like and be an ashawo. Marry and be an ashawo in your house. So God has put a system to ensure that everything that it seems unholy can be done in a holy way. So marriage is part of God's system of salvation. Marriage is part of God's system of salvaging. And a loose man and a loose woman. I know you have sexual urge. I know you desire to jump upon someone. I know you want to spread your bones. You want to spread your wings. Marry. And I can assure you, by the time you join us, you now realize on ease lies the head that wear the crown. And I told you, a time will never come when the number one counsel we'll give to married people is that, please, have more sex. And the number one counsel we'll give young people is, please, can you stop sleeping with each other? Why? Because marriage has the ability to silence that your sexual urge. A lady that is wanting to kiss you, wanted to talk to you, everybody wanted to sleep with each other in relationship. You now enter marriage and suddenly it becomes a challenge. Marriage has a way that make your heart focus on one singular thing, purpose and kingdom, especially if it's the kingdom way. If you marry somebody that is an adventurous, the person just want to become adventurous, so you will realize you won't be alone. You will never be enough. I get my point now. So you have to be able to understand that if purpose is not in view in keeping to marriage, when you enter, you discover it's boring. What else can you do? After the first night, you do sex competition, you do another one again. After 1 week, you now ask yourself, what next? Because at the tail end, you now realize that what else can you be doing in the marriage? Even Ashawo know they have sex every day. So you now realize that it's beyond that. So you now begin to look at a system to procreate. Not just about having sex, but you need to give birth to godly seed upon the face of the earth. Is that not true? Then you need to be able to have a helper that will help you actualize your purpose. You see, what you are doing now, truly one of the greatest blessings God will give to you is to send you somebody that can support you in what you are doing. It's the truth. You are a blessing to me because you believe in what I'm doing. In as much as you are finding your purpose in regard to it, but it's because you believe in it. And I am also a blessing because I believe in you. If I don't believe in you, I won't give you the platform. I won't invest. So, imagine you are married to somebody that don't believe in anything you are doing. You are going right, the person is going left. So, then, how can you make impact in life? Imagine you marry someone that doesn't believe in going to church. Doesn't believe in ministry. Or you marry somebody that say you want to go and sing at web. Come on, come back here and cook food for me. So, marriage will help amplify this calling that God has given to you. If you marry right. That's why I put if. If you don't marry right, it will help kill it faster. Like very fast. So, having this understanding, let me tell you the sincere truth. I know a lady that was called into the music ministry. How many of you remember Sumisola? Sumisola? Do you know her husband is one of her greatest backbone in this thing called... There are many people that the reason why they are doing what they are doing is their husband. I know you may not like Mercy Chinwo and Blessed like that. But if Mercy Chinwo have left Easy T and she doesn't have Blessed, she would have failed. That man is willing to give his all to ensure her musical career never die. Imagine she is married to a different man that don't believe in that. Are you getting what I'm driving at now? Imagine you have a business idea and you have somebody that is willing to invest together with you. So, people also marry for transaction. It's true. Because it will profit them. Just like the way you enter a business with a business partner. Don't do just because you lost somebody. I've given you a story last 2 weeks of one of those, my lady, that she entered a relationship with a guy and they went to open joint account and start doing business. After $20,000 have entered, the guy break up with her and mount up with the $20,000. And you don't want to convert $20,000 to Nigerian NAIRA, you will be surprised. So it then tells you that the wrong partner can ruin even any aspect of your life, not just only spirituality. And the worst part of it is that whosoever that join themselves with someone, they become one. If you are a backslider, if you are a carnal person, by the time you marry a carnal person, there is every chance you become carnal. That is why a relationship that both of you are not growing, you begin to go down. You can enter a relationship today and spiritual life begin to scatter. It's not because you want it to scatter, but you just join yourself with somebody that is not spiritual enough, not growing enough. Most of you don't know that the moment you tell somebody, I love you, you are responsible for their spirituality. It's the truth. Why am I growing? The girl is not growing. You are joking. Like you are joking. It is your responsibility. It doesn't matter who is her father in the Lord, her mother in the Lord, her uncle in the Lord, her sister in the Lord. You are. Because it is your job to build that according to what you want. And it is our job to submit to you to be built according to that pattern. Most women, unfortunately, respect their pastors more than their husband. Most women, unfortunately, honor their pastor more than the way they honor their husband. If they can honor their husband, listen to their husband, there will not be problem. The Bible says, wife, submit to your own. Your pastor is not your husband. That is why I've always said, choose who you want to marry, but the day you marry, I have not seen any married person that come to me that I stand by either the wife or stand by the husband. I will stand in the middle. Do you know why? At the tail end, it's you that choose. So now you have the time to choose. So take your time and choose right.